calling it a love song.
What is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how does your ex see you, how do they view you, and like also their thoughts about you. Okay, so we have 4 piles here today. Let's get straight into it. Pile 1 says deep or healthy? Question mark, question mark. Pile 2 says slow to love. Pile 3 says best friends who stay at each other a second too long. And then pile 4 says Tony love. So wait, so these are the 4 piles. Let me just make it straight. So yeah, these are the 4 piles. Pick whichever one you would like to. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are down below. Sending love and light, and let's get straight into the video. What is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how does your ex view you. So yeah, let's just skip the long intros, get into it. If you would like a personal reading, my details are down below. Sending love and light. And yeah, I feel like there's dog hair on my face. Let me just check. Cute. Mwah. Okay, anyways, let's get straight into it. So pile number 1, you guys chose deep or healthy. Okay, so I feel like this camera's too high. Okay, so pile number 1, you guys chose deep or healthy. Okay, let's get straight into it. I feel like your ex views you as someone that is trying to have closure. I feel like they can see you doing all the things that need to be done in order to move on from a relationship, but not in a really bad way. So maybe you guys had a really amicable breakup where it's kind of like, those hurt the most. Like, guys, can we talk about that? I did not know that you know, breaking up with someone and still being on good terms with them, or breaking up with someone and neither of you blame each other, that hurts even more, you know, where there's still love in the relationship, because it's like, is it deep or healthy? So you know, does it hurt, or like, is this just how you're supposed to move on from someone? So they view you as someone that, like I said, I feel like they can see you trying to get closure. They can see you trying to be healthy. They can see you, you know, just actively trying to move on. I feel like they could tell that you were really sad, but they don't view you in a really negative way. They feel like you've moved on, basically. They feel like you still have a lot of feelings for them. They feel like you still love them, that you're probably still in love with them, but they feel like you aren't trying to get back together with them. And they feel like you guys ended things on a really healthy note. And even if it wasn't on a healthy note, it was on like it was with an understanding that you guys couldn't be together, you know. It's kind of like, yeah, falling in love with someone that you can't be with. And I feel like that's kind of how they view you. They still have a lot of love for you, B. Like, I still got love for you, G. But they know that like a relationship wouldn't work out if you guys were to get back together. Okay, sorry, I painted my nails and I do not want to smudge them, but you know what, let me just anyways. So Spirit, how do they view pile 1? How does their ex view pile 1? Ooh, okay, so we have the 5 of Cups that came in reverse. So yeah, like pile 1, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like this person is still in love with you. I feel like they still have so much love for you, and they definitely regret the breakup. They regret that you guys had to, you know, end things. But yeah, I feel like they still have love for you. They still have so much love, and it's kind of like they feel like you guys couldn't be together, or they feel like it wasn't the right time for you guys to be together. Yeah, they regret the breakup. The Temperance card, they're waiting for things to get better. I feel like they could definitely be a Sagittarius, and they're kind of just like waiting for, maybe you need to heal more or they need to heal more, and I feel like they're waiting for that to happen. Spirit, how do they view, how does pile 1's ex view them? How does pile 1's ex view them? We have the 6 of Swords that came up, right? So obviously there were problems in the relationship. Okay, let me just check my file. So with the Six of Swords, I feel like maybe you guys broke up due to traveling, and it's kind of like this relationship was kind of doomed from the start, or you were trying to move away from the danger, you know. There might have been a lot of red flags, but you saw them anyways, you still love them anyways. And you know, you could also definitely be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because water signs love red flags. I don't know what to tell y'all, but if it's a red flag, water signs are just like, is that a red flag or is that wedding bells? Like, you know. So yeah, I feel like they feel like you're being there despite the circumstances, and they feel like you guys are moving in the right direction, as in, you know, drifting apart, but that doesn't mean that they still don't have love for you. They're trying to heal, they feel like you're healing, and they feel like maybe like you're kind of running away from them. They feel like you're maybe gonna go on holiday, or you're trying to, maybe you're like cutting your hair, dyeing your hair, getting tattoos. I feel like it's not even about you being impulsive, but I think it's just more about you doing things because of the breakup. They feel like you're acting because of the breakup. They feel like you're doing things because you're trying to move on, if that makes sense. You know, you're dating, you're doing new things, you're trying to move forward, and you're trying to overcome the hardship of this breakup. You're open to communication, and you're putting effort into moving on and healing, and you're putting effort into healing yourself. I feel like you're trying to be in a healthy relationship with yourself and with them, but until you guys both heal, it's not going to be plausible. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing something about traveling overseas, and also I'm busy hearing them say like, you can't run away from your feelings. You can't run away from your feelings, B. Spirit, how do they view, how does Paul One's ex view them? Okay, so we have the Page of Swords that came up, right? They feel like this pain is only temporary. They feel like if you are really sad over the breakup, if you're like really depressed over the breakup, I can see them saying like, you're gonna find someone that's way better than me. Like, this pain is only temporary. You know, you can't run away from your feelings, and this pain is temporary. Six of Cups, they feel like you guys had so much love, so much nostalgia, so much memories together, so much love, you know, so much empathy, and they haven't tainted those memories. So if you're thinking like, oh, do they look back on the memories of you guys together and like think that it's like bitter, or is it sour now? Like, no, I feel like they still think fondly of those memories, because Six of Cups talks about nostalgic energy. Spirit, how does Pile One's ex view them? Three of Pentacles that came up, right? I feel like they're still trying to convince themselves that maybe there's still a chance, and they feel like you're also trying to still convince yourself that there's a chance. So it's kind of like you guys are both trying to like see like, you know, maybe we could get back together, maybe this could still be a possibility, you know, you never know. Then we have the Queen of Swords, but on the other hand, they feel like you're in this energy where you're cutting them off and you're doing what's best for you right now. Yeah, they see you trying to move on. How does Pile One's ex view them? Seven of Pentacles, they feel like you're waiting. You're waiting for either them to heal themselves, you're waiting to heal yourself, you're waiting. They feel like you're healing, and you're in the waiting stage right now. You know, you've accepted everything, or you're in the depression stage. Because, you know, there are 5 stages of grief. It's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. So I feel like you're at the depression state right now, and you're going to be moving on to the acceptance, and they can see you accepting it. They can see you moving on really easily. It's kind of like they feel like, you know, they were a page in your book, you know, and they know that as soon as you turn the page, there's going to be so many other people, you know, there's going to be other chapters, there's going to be sequels, and like they feel like they were just a chapter in your book, you know, or they were just a page in your book. So maybe they even feel like the breakup won't affect you as much, or they feel like even if it does, it's temporary, and like you're gonna move on from it, you know. Yeah, like I know what it's like when you think about someone and then like you see them moving on, like you see them getting like a partner like the next week, and you guys just broke up, and it's like, shit, like did it not affect them? And like it's sad, but I feel like that's kind of like how they view you right now. But I feel like deep down they do know that like you still love them, you still have love for them, and like Yeah, like you wouldn't do them dirty like that, you know? So yeah, that's what I got for pile one. Let me know if it resonated, and also let me know if you'd like a personal reading. My details are down below. And yeah, let's just get into the next one. Okay, pile two, you guys chose slow to love, okay? So how does your ex view you? So pile two, I feel like they view you as someone that is in your spiteful stage. I feel like you're in your revenge era, and you know, you're giving off like, you know, like I bust the windows out your car. You're giving kind of like that person that will, like, you know, be like, I'm so pissed off at you, like cash me outside, like I'm gonna break the windows out your car, I'm gonna bust your ass. Like I feel like your ex views you as someone that started your villain era. They feel like maybe you were like, because it's like slow to love. I feel like you were someone that was really, you know, like head over heels in love, all the vibes, and then you guys broke up, and now you're kind of like villain era. You switched off your emotions, like the originals, the Vampire Diaries. You switched it off, and like you're about to be like this like badass bitch, or like, you know, you're gonna become like a player. So right now they view you as like really not giving an F. They view you as like literally just being like, you know what, I'ma do me. They see you like going out, maybe partying, drinking. They see you kind of just like living your life. They see you doing this, doing that, and they feel like you're kind of just like shutting off all your emotions. So I do feel like a part of your ex does kind of feel like you aren't completely healed from the breakup. They feel like you aren't completely healed. They feel like you're just going out, you know, doing the popping the you know, doing the and if you don't do any of that recreational things, I think that recreational can be in any way that you see fit. So if it's not, you know, drinking, popping pills, I feel like they just see you going out every day with friends, overworking yourself to the bone, you know, going to the gym and like getting buff, like taking your career seriously. They just see you kind of like picking one thing and fixating on it and like not doing anything else. They just feel like, yeah, like since the breakup, like it's like a glow up. I feel like they see you as like doing this glow up, but like you're before the glow up. Right now you're kind of just like really like grinding and grinding. I feel like they see you as grinding. Yeah, that's the word I would say to describe how they view you, grinding. They see you grind. Okay, sorry. Spirit, how does Paul one's ex view them? Let me shuffle the cards correctly. Thank you, Spirit, so much for being here. I'm really grateful. Spirit, can I please clear the energy? This is just for pile two. How does their ex view them? Ooh. Oh no. Okay, how does pile one's ex view them? We got the Three of Swords that came up, right? They feel like you're still in pain. I feel like they know that the breakup really hurt you, it really affected you, and they know that you're still hurting. Yeah, they know you're still hurting. They feel like it was a really painful breakup and it really hurt you. It is a painful ending to a relationship. You know, they feel like maybe you were the one that broke up with them, or like I feel like they were the one that broke up with you, and either way it's kind of like it hurts, you know. It reminds me, like, I'm gonna definitely link down this video, but there's this thing like Meredith Grey. I don't know if you guys watch Grey's Anatomy. I haven't, but there was this scene where she spoke about, like, honestly I loved it. Like, I'm gonna just say the quote. So she was like, there's a reason why I said I'd be better off alone. It's not because I thought that I'd be happier, but it's because I thought that if I gave my heart to someone else, I wouldn't be able to survive that pain. And then she was like, because it's worse than death, because death ends, but this can last for a lifetime, and there's no surgery for that, you know. And it's kind of like, shit, like I feel like they view you as still in pain. They feel like they can see you hurting. They can see you feeling the emotional loss, you know. They feel like they taught you a lot, you know. And like I said, they feel like they might even be like your villain origin story. They feel like they could be the villain in your story, and maybe they know that. They feel like you're giving yourself space to learn and grow, and they're worried maybe even about you. They're saying like, I hope you're reaching out to loved ones, I hope you're still okay. Yeah, they feel like you're struggling to come to terms with the breakup. They feel like you're taking it step by step, basically. Sorry, my dog's here. Baby, yeah. Fine. Just get on the bed, babe, and then just like stay there, please. Okay. So Spirit, how does Pile 1's ex view them? How does Pile 1's ex view them? Oh. Okay, a lot of cards came out. Let's see. So we have the 4 of Cups that came up, right? They feel like you're kind of disinterested in, you know, wanting to heal. I feel like they can just see you distracting yourself. They feel like you're just kind of going through the motions and you're kind of bored, you know, like you can see this guy sitting under a tree. He doesn't even notice that someone's busy offering him help and support, and he has other cups there, but he's kind of like, he's not interested, okay? And then we have the Hangman that came up, right? And the story behind this card is about this guy's hanging upside down, but at any point he can literally just untie himself. You know, it would be so easy for him to untie himself. It talks about putting yourself in pain and knowing that you can get out of that pain, that there is an option for you to stop suffering, but you make yourself suffer because maybe you think you deserve the pain. I know a lot of people say that in breakups, like, if it hurt, that means you loved. Like, it's better to have loved and lost than never loved at all. Or if it hurt, that means it's real. I'm gonna link down some stuff like Hopper, what he said. But yeah, I feel like they can just see you kind of like in pain and really being okay with it. You're okay with sitting in the pain. You're okay with, you know, like I said, grinding. You're okay with, you know, just drinking. You're okay with just doing this, doing that, doing this and that, you know. And then we got the King of Cups that came up, right? They feel like you have learned a lot. They feel like maybe in the past that's what you were doing, but now this is the present with the King of Cups. Now you're kind of like, you're more apprehensive. You're more slow to love. Now you're not as easy as giving your heart and like falling in love. You're not like, you know, you're different now. You've changed. You aren't that same person that you were before you met them. You've gotten some scars. Queen of Wands, you've learned to find yourself, you know. You're now in this energy of you know, like finding yourself, being popular, being outgoing, you know, buying clothes. You're in your glow up stage right now, and they can see you glowing up. Page of Cups, I feel like they're just surprised by how much pain. They're surprised that it hurt you so much, I think, even. Because Page of Cups talks about a surprise even. I feel like they were a bit shocked that, like, the breakup hurt you so much that, like, you had to go through all this pain. Because I think they heard about your pain through someone else. So, yeah. And then we have the 9 of Swords. But I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, they do know that you're in pain. They do know that you've cried about them, you know. They do know, maybe you've even written some songs about them, some breakup songs, some breakup, you know, poetry even. So yeah, they feel like they still know that you have a bit of sleepless nights, anxiety, remorse, fear. They feel like sometimes maybe you think about going back in the past. There's a lot of drama and gossip surrounding this relationship as well. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of like how they view you right now. Let me take out some more cards. Spirit, how does Pile 1's ex view them? How does Pile 1's ex view them? Okay, we got the 5 of Wands that came up, right? Yeah, I feel like you're just battling right now. You're in the battling stage. You're kind of just trying to get better. You know what? I'm gonna do one thing because I love you, Pile 2. Okay, so I took my, where is it? I'm gonna take out this stick for you guys. Okay, there's an airplane. Just, sorry, excuse that, Spirit. How does Pile 1's ex view them? Okay, what is some advice that Pile 2 should get? What is some advice for Pile 2? What is some advice for Pile 2? Ooh. Okay, so this is some advice for you guys. It basically says, bitch fire, stand up for yourself. Let's see. Number 16. I don't know why, but that song, Christy Wake Up. Okay, I'm gonna link. There's gonna be so many links for pile 2. So it says, there's no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them get a taste of your bitch fire. Okay, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So yeah, this is Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace. It's an amazing deck, not sponsored. I just love it so much. So yeah. Okay. So that is what I got for pile 2. Let me know if it resonated. If you would like a personal reading, my details are down below. And let's get into the next one. Okay, pile number 3. You guys chose best friends who stare at each other a second too long. Okay. Okay. So I feel like pile number 3, your ex kind of, okay, I feel like this was like a situationship. I feel like you guys didn't really date, but you guys didn't really break up. Or I feel like you're busy watching this video and like they're kind of your ex, but you're still sleeping with them. I'm getting that energy where it's kind of like you guys are both kind of like, it's like, okay, or like it was like a really you guys dated for like a week, then you guys broke up. Like it wasn't a long-term thing, okay? So yeah, there's this energy where I want to say scandalous. How do they view you? Your ex views you as someone that they look at a second too long. Like it says best friends who stare at each other a second too long, and it's kind of like that extra second. That's where it changes from platonic to maybe romantic, or it changes from maybe romantic to maybe sexual, and it's like that second makes a huge difference. But yeah, I feel like there's this energy where if you guys are still friends right now, or if you guys were like in a situationship and you didn't technically break up but like it hurts a lot or like that type of thing, I feel like they view you as someone that is still like a potential person that they could sleep with. Like if I can just say it as blunt, that's kind of like what I'm busy getting. I feel like they're saying like when they're with you, there's tension, you know? There's tension where it's kind of like, oh, we about to kiss right now? Like, oh, we about to hook up? Or like I just feel like they're saying like, oh, we about to hook up, because it's kind of like you're either together, you're either friends or you're enemies. You're either friends or enemies, you know? I feel like they're saying that they can't be friends with you right now. They can't look at you like that as a friend, because they don't see you as a friend. They see you as, it's black or white, you know? I feel like if you guys anything's on bad terms, they don't like you. It's only if you guys anything's on really bad terms, but it's more like it's like breakup sex type vibe. Like I feel like that's how they view you, where it's kind of like if you guys ever ended up in the same proximity, it's only because you guys are like trying to fuck. It wouldn't be because you guys are trying to be friends, if that makes any sense. I feel like you guys probably didn't end things off on the best of notes. So yeah. Okay, but let's just pull out some cards so we can see. So Spirit, how does pile 3's ex view them? Sorry, there's so many reversals in my deck. Spirit, how does pile 3's ex view them? How does pile 3's ex view them? Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh. You know what? I'm gonna read all the cards. I feel like it's so bright. Okay, hopefully this lighting... I don't like it. Okay, anyways, so how does your ex view you, pile number 3? So we have the Wheel of Fortune that came up, right? I feel like this is energy where, oh man, this is so sad. I feel like this person used to view you as like, you know, they're everything, you know? I feel like they used to view you as like someone that they were really like in love with, someone that they were gonna be with for like a really long time. and then that kind of changed into like resentment. And like, I'm sorry to say that, like, you know, I love you, pile 3. I'm so sorry if this sounds horrible and like it's hard to hear, but like, you know, sometimes after a breakup you don't like the person that you are with. Sometimes you fall in love with someone and they change and they aren't the person you fell in love with, and you don't see them the same way anymore, and it sucks. But at the end of the day, you're gonna be okay, you know. You probably view them in the same way. You're probably like, you know what, fuck that nigga that you thought you had. I know you still think about the times we had. So yeah, I'll link down Marvin's room, because it's giving Marvin's room. But yeah, I feel like they viewed you as like, you know, they're everything, and now it's kind of like all that love is kind of turning to resentment. And I feel like that could be on your side or on their side. I feel like it's like either or, where it's kind of like sometimes they feel resentment towards you and sometimes you feel resentment towards them. Like, you know, acrimony type vibe, where it's kind of like they're saying, I put in so much effort, I did this for you, I did that for you, and like, look at you, blah blah blah. And you're probably like, you did this for me, I did this and this and this and this, you know. So it's like you guys are like going back and forth on like whose fault is it, and who hates who more, and that type of thing. Okay, and then we have the 6 of Wands that came up, right? They see you still doing you though. They feel like you're still doing you. They feel like you are kind of like, this breakup wasn't my fault. Like, this relationship didn't end because of me. You were the one that did this. You were the one that didn't put in effort. So like, they're saying you are saying that they didn't put in effort. You're saying that they didn't do this, you know? And they feel like you're just going about your days. You're kind of just like, go now, going with friends, moving on, you know, leveling up. And then we have the Judgment card, but they do judge you. I feel like they blame the breakup on you. They're saying that this is your fault. They're saying it's your fault. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles that came up, right? They even could be trying to look for some revenge, or they're trying to look for some concrete evidence to be like, I feel like they just want to prove you wrong. They just want you to know that like, this was your fault. That's so horrible. 9 of Wands. They feel anxious. I feel like they don't want to get hurt. This is interesting because for pile 2, it was about pile 2 not wanting to move on. But now for pile 3, I feel like this is them wanting to move on. I mean, sometimes we're not always. Okay. How do I say this? So guys, you know I love you, okay? Everybody, I love all my subscribers. I love everybody that watches my videos. But sometimes I feel like, how do I say this? We have all done bad things. We've all done shitty things. We've all been shitty partners at one point or another. And I think it's important to recognize that and take accountability for that. So I'm not saying that this person is right by any means. I'm just saying that right now they're kind of saying like, you did this to me and I'm in pain because of that. And right now, because of that pain that you caused me, I'm not going to view you in the best of light. And that is understandable because that is their perception of what happened. Even if that isn't what happened, that's how they're perceiving it, you know? Okay, then we got the 9 of Swords. I mean the 8 of Swords. They feel trapped. They feel like they don't know what to do. They're kind of like, is it my fault? Is it your fault? The Tower card. Their life is kind of falling apart, you know? Knight of Swords. They're trying to move on right now. They're trying to move on from the pain. They're trying to move on from the heartbreak. Ace of Cups. They're hoping that they can find love again. But the 7 of Swords, they have trust issues now. They have trust issues after this relationship. 100%. I'm going to take out a card for you guys. Spirit, can I please get some advice for pile number 3? What is something that pile 3 needs to hear right now? It says, Princess, you can be your own knight. Period. Okay. So it says, you can be in a dire situation you need escaping from. Rest assured, you have the power within to persevere. You already know that you don't need to be rescued by a charming prince or a chivalrous knight in shining armor. You've got your own shield and sword, and gods help anyone who thinks they can do a better job. period. You are your own knight in shining armor. Don't wait for anybody to rescue you. All the vibes. So yeah, that's what I got for pile 3. I really hope the video resonated. Let me know if it did as well. Tell me your side of the story. Tell me everything, you know, comment down below. You can DM me. I love all you guys. I'm here for you. I support you. Like, literally, I DM you guys and like you guys DM me. Like, I talk to y'all. Like, you know, we're besties. Like, let me know. Like, I'm here for you, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye. Okay, pile number 4, you guys chose Tony Love. Okay, so how does your ex view you? They view you as the one that got away. Shit, my throat chakra. I feel like Spirit's kind of like, okay, clear your throat. This is about to be a lot. Like, you're about to say a lot. I feel like it's just so bright. I don't like how bright it is. So yeah, shit. Okay, I feel like your ex views you as someone that got away. You were the one that got away. I feel like they know that if they ever had to choose someone that they should get back together with, it's definitely you. And I feel like right now, they are in a loving relationship. I feel like they've moved on, or like, yeah, I feel like they're in a relationship. I feel like they're happy. They might even be married with kids and children. But when they look back on you, they're kind of like, you know, like, I should have treated them better. Like, me and you, like, we were in game. And if they aren't in a relationship, if they aren't married or whatever with kids, I feel like they definitely think about you in a really fond way. But I don't even think it's in the way of getting back together, but it definitely might be. I think it's just more like they know they messed up. They know that, like, you know, you guys should have been in game. You guys should have really made it out. I feel like they regret losing you. They regret that you guys had to break up because of something. Yeah, they feel like you guys really could have been amazing. They feel like you guys had so much potential and you guys kind of ended before anything could have even started, you know? They're saying like, yeah, like you guys ended before you could have even started. It was like a short-lived relationship. They view you as someone that they will love and cherish, someone that they still look out for, you know? Maybe you're best friend with your ex. I feel like they still got a lot of love for you. And this is similar to pile number 1, honestly. Ooh. Spirit, how does pile 1's ex view them? I mean, how does pile 4's ex view them? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands that came up, right? I feel like they're saying that maybe we broke up now, but in the future we can get back together. I feel like as for right now, they just are like moving on with their lives, so they don't think about you that much. But when they do, they think, you know, like, yeah, we had a great time together. They're not completely fixated on you, and they feel like, you know, they're still going on dates with other people. It's like Giving a Glimpse of Us by Joji. I'll link down the song. And basically the one line in the song is like, and sometimes I look in her eyes and that's when I find a glimpse of us. And it's about this guy that's going on dates and he's, you know, he's in a relationship, but when he looks at his girlfriend, he's thinking about his ex. And I feel like that's what I'm busy getting. Like, this man, this person, whichever gender, sorry, this person has moved on, but like they be looking like, okay, now it's too dark, but they be like looking, they'd be like looking for you in a crowd. I feel like they've moved on. They're like, okay, you know what, I'm married, I have kids, but they still be thinking about you. They still be looking for a glimpse of you in someone else's eyes. They still be thinking about you when they be fucking someone else. Spirit, how does Paul 4's ex see them? How does Paul 4's ex view them? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords that came up, right? They know that the relationship is over. They know that there's no way for you guys to get back together. You know, they're married, they have kids. I just see them being in a relationship and they know that there's no possibility of you guys getting back together. And they are fine with it. And then we have the Justice card. I feel like they're doing what they need to do, you know. You guys broke up, so they had to get into another relationship. They had to move on. You know, I feel like you were their first love and things didn't work out. I just feel like they're married with kids, they're in a relationship, but like it's like a loveless marriage, or like they aren't even completely enamored in love with their partner. They're just with them because they can't be with you. And I feel like at the back of their head they're always gonna have this like what if, or like they still think about you, you know, they still think about you. I'm talking so loud, I feel like everybody in my house can hear me. Spirit, how does Power Force X view them? How does Power Force X view them? Huh? How does Power Force X view them? They think about you at night. How does Power Force X view them? Their life's kind of falling apart. Okay, wait. Spirit, how does Power Force X view them? Please can I clear the energy? This energy is just for Power 4 and their ex. How does Power Force X view them? How does Power Force X view them? Please, Spirit, let me know. How does Power Force X view them? Why do no cards want to come out? I feel like they don't think about you that much, but when they do, it's kind of just like them saying like, I should have married you, I should have been with you. They're saying it should have been you. Spirit, how does Power Force X view them? Because I mean, cards are coming out, but I don't think it's the cards that are resonating right now. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Pentacles. I just feel like they're successful right now. I feel like they're in a marriage, they're committed to something else, they have a degree. My word, the lighting, they have a degree. I just feel like they're doing their things, you know, they're working, they're studying, they're moving on. But they just think that the breakup, it's kind of like it happened, they had to move on, and they think like it should have been you, but like it isn't. I'll link down another song by Kaylin Raps. It's called It Is What It Is, and basically in the song is kind of like, now you're just another girl that I ain't heard from, another name on the list. And it's talking about like, you know, y'all were in a relationship and now it's kind of like you're just the person on the list. I know that sounds really bad, but it's just more like, now you guys aren't together and now they have to move on. It's like, what do you have except to move on? This lighting is gonna be the death of me. But yeah, I feel like that's what I got for pile 4. I'm not really getting anything else. Let me take out another card. So Spirit, what is something that pile 4 should hear? Thank you, Spirit, for being here. What is something that pile 4 should hear? What is something pile 4 should hear? What should pile 4 hear? Oh, we have confidence. It comes back with time and practice. Let's see. So it says, it seems like everywhere around you, people are chattering about how confident they are and just how freeing it feels. You wish you could relate to them, but you haven't gotten there yet. Listen, it's all right. Confidence is not an instant or overnight evolution. Just like with everything else, it takes time, practice, and a lot of unlearning toxicity. So yeah, if you're dealing with confidence or like struggling with confidence, yeah, it's not overnight, and like you're amazing and I love you. And yeah, let me know if the video resonated. My details are down below if you'd like a personal reading. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, let me know, should I add more piles? Okay, I feel like the answer is yes, I should add more piles. Okay, bye.